Intent has nothing to do with it.
I know, I understand that. I was just simply, I was explaining
in
the
a
difference
civil
from
case.
Yes, I understand that.
That's criminal.
Yes, correct.
All right. Tell me about the consumer welfare standard.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into another heated Senate hearing where Senator Kennedy puts the pressure on one of President Biden's nominees, Ms. Henry. And let me tell you, things got tense. The moment that really set the tone was when Senator Kennedy asked Ms. Henry about the Administrative Procedures Act. This is a fundamental part of law that any nominee for a federal position should be familiar with. Instead of a confident answer, Ms. Henry struggled to explain what is required to challenge a rule under this act. She admitted she's never had to bring a claim under the act in her 25-plus years of practicing law. Everyone was stunned. Kennedy didn't hold back, highlighting a glaring lack of preparedness. It raises a lot of questions about the vetting process for these nominees. Watching someone who should have a deep understanding of the law struggle with basic questions was eye-opening.
Is partisan gerrymandering legal?
Thank you for that question.
You're welcome.
I think that I think that I would have to evaluate that claim if it were before me, and in doing so, I would look at what's involved in.
But is it legal?
Senator, I have not had that issue before me in my years.
Do you know what
of
it
practice.
is?
I do understand. What I understand is that is when the districts are separated, voting districts, based on different political groups.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is it legal or illegal?
Senator, I haven't had that issue before me in my 30 years of practice.
You don't know?
So, but if I'm faced with that issue, I would research it and I'd be prepared to address it.
Okay. All right. Do you know what a blue law is?
I'm sorry, Senator?
Do you know what a blue law is?
A blue law is,
Studied that in law school, I'm sure.
I believe a blue law, Senator, is having to do with selling alcohol on certain days.
Yeah, like usually on Sunday.
Like, yes, Senator.
Yeah. Does that violate the Establishment Clause? Does the blue law, let me be more precise, I'm sorry. Does the blue law violate the Establishment Clause?
Senator, I don't believe a blue law does violate the Establishment Clause.
Okay, why not?
Well, because, Senator...
If a legislature says you can't open and sell, let's say, food or anything on Sunday, not Thursday, not Saturday, Sunday, why doesn't that violate the Establishment Clause? Senator,
I think there was an issue in a recent Supreme Court case that talked about whether they could force, it was a postal worker, to have to work on Sundays because that violated his religious beliefs to have to work on Sundays. And what the
that wasn't under the blue law.
Oh no, I was just, yes, I understand that. I understand that was an issue though related to the Establishment Clause, which I thought was what we were talking about.
But I'm asking just a real precise question. I'm going to move on if you don't know.
Okay.
Tell me why, just succinctly, like you were back in law school.
Okay.
Why a blue law violates or doesn't violate the Establishment Clause? It seems obvious.
Well, the issue is whether, in looking at the Establishment Clause, of whether the action of the state in saying that you can't be open on a Sunday would either interfere with the free exercise of the persons, or it would be the government establishing a religion.
Yeah, I understand the issue.
Okay. So
what's the answer?
So the answer is that I believe that there's case law on the fact that there can be blue laws that allow alcohol stores or places that sell alcohol to not be open on Sundays.
Okay. What's the difference between proximate cause and cause in fact?
My understanding of it, Senator, and because it has not come up in my 30 years of criminal practice, is that we look to whether something was directly caused or inadvertently caused, and that would be the idea of the difference between the two levels of causation. And I was only saying that in my criminal practice, when we look at whether something is caused, we look at the intent of a statute or of someone's action.
Intent has nothing to do with it.
I know, I understand
You
that.
don't
I
have
was
to prove
just simply,
intent
I was explaining
in
the
a
difference
civil
from
case.
Yes, I understand that.
That's criminal.
Yes, correct.
All right. Tell me about the consumer welfare standard.
The senator's time is close to expiring.
What do you all think? Should Miss Henry have been more prepared, or do you think she's just been put in an impossible situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest political news and breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.